Alright, g'day everybody, OsmanCollect63 here, and we're back again with another episode of VeVe. Whoops, wrong one. That's what I wanted.
I was already on screen. I was still smoking. Oh no!
Like, oh no! It's like lucky we're not monetized. That's okay. But yeah, guys, we're up to episode 82. Wow.
82. Woo!
82. It's like yeah. And of course, as you can see on the screen here before me, it's not only am I here, but I've also got my friends and fellow co-hosts. We got Dr. Strange in the house, and also now he was formerly known in Comics Xhibition, but he's had a bit of a name change again due to X being silly. It's Richard. So how are you guys?
I'm good, man. Another name change. I'm gonna stick it with now.
Yeah, did you figure out what happened?
No. I did it myself.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. No, the thing is, that I started overthinking things, and the whole thing with Xhibition was, for the VeVeverse, and then have all the X-Men comics in there. I was in Xhibition, and we are on X. But that didn't work out because we got VeVe Green, and I cannot collect them all, of course. So then I was like, oh, maybe for the future wise, because I'm more in comics, so I would do Comics Exhibition. And now I changed it back again, but I changed like 5 times. But I'm sticking with it now. Exhibition is a good name, man. It's kind of cool.
Okay.
But it also sounds like a bit like an exhibitionist.
I see. Hey, wait. I got one for that one. Was it that one?
So yeah, no, I'm sticking with this name. I like this name. It's good.
All right, cool. Okay, we'll stick with that one then. And what about you, Doctor? How have you been so far? How's your weekend been?
Good, man. It's starting to heat up here in New York, like the rest of the United States. Looking at triple-digit numbers and temperatures soon, so it's about to get a little warm here. But yeah, man, just been good, cranking away, doing what I do,
No, very cool. Yeah, I know what you're saying there about the heat. We've actually been experiencing a bit of a heat wave here in the UK. It's been like sort of hovering around. Like so, we work in Celsius. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but we work around basically. It was like the 26 to 31 degrees. I think it peaked in some areas of the UK. So to UK standards, it's like the surface of the sun is like like basically we've had like a national weather warning in place since like last week. So yeah, it's been an interesting time. It's a little warm, but it is starting to cool off a little bit now, which is nice.
Dude, I'm having so much fun on X between all the British people and the American people, because every year it's the same thing, right?
Oh yeah.
So in the UK it's going like, oh my god, 26 degrees, and then Americans they look at the Fahrenheit and they go like, what are you guys on about?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
at each other.
I know.
Like, no, 26 is really warm.
I know it's the same, like with my mates in Australia, like how it's like it's like 31 degrees. Like you have no idea what's hot. It's like you try being like in the central outback of Oz, like during peak summertime, it gets like 50 degrees in there. Like it's like sitting on the surface of the sun.
But the problem is in these Germanic countries is that everything is wet. So when it starts to heat up in spring, beginning summer, you get all that humidity. Plus, we're not built for it. We're not used to it. So that's the other thing.
No, that's right.
I have to agree with the internet, man. We are pussies, man. We are pussies. Like 26 degrees is nothing.
Yeah, no, I have to agree. Like, England's the same. Like, no, we're not really prepared when it's like super hot. We're not really prepared when it's super cold. We only seem to be prepared when it's like damp and raining.
Yeah, but drizzle. But, yeah, absolutely.
Drizzle, that's it. Yeah, but I still love this country. I still love being here, and yeah. So first of all, I better acknowledge the chat. We've got a few chats shooting off the road. We've got Sven's in the house. So how we doing, Sven? Good to see you. We've got Ronnie Lido in the house as well. We've got D's in there as well. I saw D somewhere. There we go. D's there. We're reposting the stream on X. I see, guys. We are streaming live to X as well. And and no tax in the house as well. Good to see you guys. Get that ice for the heat, Dokta. Good advice. So yeah, guys. So first of all, thank you guys so much for tuning in live at the time of this recording. We're basically still. Hey, we got Hinana's in the house as well. What up, guys? Good to have you here. And also, yeah. Oh, actually, before I get into it, before I forget, we better do the shout out to our sponsors. So our VeVe supportership is in the form of. Let me bring this up over here because I'm not unorganized. Sorry, it's been a very, very busy day for myself here. Here we go. So, first and foremost, I have this guy right here. So, a big shout out to California Comics. He is the world's first. Oh, I did it spell it. Yeah, he is world's first Metaverse comic book shop. Visit the virtual store in the VeVeverse to find an extensive range of books as well as many special mint editions, friendly customer service, and just an awesome guy in our collecting space and a personal friend of mine. And he's just awesome guy. And also myself and Get to the Comics have also taken up residency in his California comic shop in the VeVeverse. So very, very cool stuff. And also Osmond Collect 63, VeVe, and also Get to the Comics are all very proud affiliates of the True Media Group. And also they're in the house as well, so shout out to them. Basically, they have there we go, that's what I wanted. They have a wide range of shows. They've got everything from virtual radio to Future Watch to the Seventh Floor, Enter the Verse, and Hello Half Friday with different amazing special guests every week, and they cover different areas of the Web3 space. So definitely tune into their content. Please like, follow, and subscribe, and all the links and that will be available in the description of this video. And yeah, and also I've got some new content from them I'm going to showcase as well very, very soon, so stay tuned. And yeah, get that. Oh, and also we do have a VeVe supported giveaway in the background as well, which I am going to play right now before I forget about it. So guys, let me just get my StreamYard picker tool going when I say go. So just actually, did I spell that right? I hope I spelled that right. Count. Yeah, no, I did sound that right. So basically, no, did I spell that right? Count. Is that how you spell count? COUNT. So let me know there in the chat. Is that how you spell count? I'm having a senior moment here.
No, you need to get rid of the O.
I do get rid of the O. Hang on. Don't do it just yet, guys. Maybe a technical difficulty. Hang on. Get rid of the O. I thought I had it all queued up. This is what happens. No, not that one. Cow. This is what happens. You have you try to do. I had loads to do today. My son had a mini meltdown today. I've had tons of family time and just trying to do tons of stuff on the go. It's been a very strenuous day, but we're here. We're doing it. Why is that not working? Sorry, guys. Bear with me a second. We are experiencing some technical difficulties. No, that's right. What am I talking about? Sorry guys, my StreamYard picker tool is not playing ball. I should tell you what, I'm just gonna make this easy. I'm not sure if it's gonna let me do this, but let's try and do it. We're gonna change our picker tool from that to whoops. Let's hide that for a sec. Sorry guys, I'm just doing a little bit of stuff on the side here. I thought I was organized, but unfortunately I'm not because I'm silly. We're just gonna make it very simple and go #1234. Let's, because I can't spell and I'm having a senior moment. So let's see if that's gonna work. So guys, put in #1234 and see if it's gonna work. I want to see if my StreamYard picker tool is gonna pick it up, otherwise I might have to start again. And this is also eligible on X and also on YouTube as well. Alright, cool. I got one entry, so I know it's working. Fantastic. Okay, cool. Sorry guys, back to the show. I had a little bit of a moment there. But that's how we do stuff live.
You were not serious to get rid of the O, right?
Whoop. No. Oh man, I'm having a bad time right now. There we go. That's better. Okay, right. So we'll just go #1234, just in the spirit of the count from Sesame Street dropping on VeVe today.
Hey, one thing I noticed too, you had the same problem I have. I made a graphic with my QR code on it, and I put it in the bottom corner as well. Well, mine's centered, but it's at the bottom like yours. And I noticed when you flashed it, what happens is when you're running the banner at the bottom through StreamYard, it kind of cuts off the code. So just make
So
sure when you go to that graphic, you take off the, the thing
okay,
streaming at the bottom. So
right. So or you just have to also move it up slightly so it's
yeah,
not cut
yeah,
off.
I went back and changed my graphic. I moved it up. I did the same thing, but I noticed it while I was streaming, so there was nothing I could do about it other than take the header away. But yeah, I
Right,
just
got it.
noticed that real quick.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's a good tip. I didn't even consider that. No, thanks for that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, as well, guys, the StreamYard link. If you want to come up and be in the space with us and chat and chill with us, that's totally cool as well. That's available in the live stream chat as well.
Yeah, man, we want to get it as close to space's environment as possible too. So you don't have to have your camera on either. It could just be. However, I think you can do it through your phone still. Actually,
You can.
StreamYard, right? So
Yeah, you can. If you guys do want to come up to the stage and you don't want to have your face on camera, that's totally doable. We can do it just so it's exactly the same as the space. Like I said, we're still making the transition from X Spaces to YouTube. We do realize it is not as simple as it was on X side of things, but it just gives us more options to try and do it just YouTube only. But like I said, it's all still a transition phase, and we're still getting the hang of it. But please don't be afraid to come up if you want to. If not, just keep interacting with us in the chats, whether that be on X or YouTube. And also, please remember to like, follow, and subscribe if you enjoy the content that you are listening to.
Oh, also Oz from last week. We had that little thing going on with Fanival. I forgot to mention that to you in the DMs. That's what it was. I couldn't remember what it was. It just came to mind right now. I don't know if people saw. Well, I ended up opening one of my 2 cases, man. I just live streamed it. It's on my channel, All Things Strange. And I tried to open a case and I actually ran into some issues during the stream.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't even open it. Like it didn't give me the option to like click. Like the initial reveal button is there, but when you go to where it like zooms in on the case and it spins around and you're supposed to actually open it, there was like the sidebar to scroll down was there, but when I scrolled down, it just stayed affixed on the image of the case. So I couldn't scroll down and click the actual like open button. So I tried to do it, through my phone, but unfortunately my camera doesn't pick up the phone that great. You know what I mean? So it was like, I still managed to do it on stream, but it wasn't the great effect that I was hoping for, But yeah, I reached out to the new, I forget exactly what their position and title was. I just consider them community managers, like Sergio was. But it's a new guy they have, Aaron. He was in O'Malley's space the other day covering their latest drop. And so I got to talk to him about it and stuff. We haven't chopped it up on like the technical side yet. I just let him know like, where the timestamp was in the video where it wasn't working. But I'm gonna open my other case too, man, on the stream, probably on the channel as well. But I just want to make sure I'm able to actually open it. You know what I mean? So we're trying to just figure that part out. And yeah, other than that, man, I'm just chopping it up with them, seeing if we can get them involved. Either through my channel or this one, or both. So maybe we can get some more supportership, sponsorship, and some more giveaways for the community. That's what that's my main thing I get off on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, sounds good. I like it.
Man. Yeah.
So for Venables, are those NFTs or
no?
So,
they just they exist, in a digital form, but they're not. I don't. As far as I know, I don't think they're attached to any blockchain or anything like that. I'm still trying to figure out how. And I got to go to eBay. This was just like on my list of things to do today. I don't know if Oz wants to try and do it, but I wanted to go to eBay and put in Fanable and see if there were any people trying to sell their cases or even their comics through eBay, but on the Fanable side, because you can pretty much bypass having to traditionally sell your book even through eBay. Let's say like if you list it, whatever the information is, the picture of the comic, you list it, someone buys it. What I was hearing is that basically they would just make a Fanable account and then you would be able to transfer it somehow, some way. So
Interesting.
that right there would eliminate you needing to mail it and all of the things that can go wrong with that stuff. And then from there, it'll be in their account, and they decide whether they want to keep it with Brinks or whoever, or have it mailed in, or try and resell it themselves. I guess
And how are these comics created? Because I thought I'm wrong
they're
about
real
this, but
comics.
right, yeah. So people just send them in
No,
as like
they curate. They go out and buy and find them themselves and curate the drops.
right.
So
So then
they
they
curate them.
digitize them.
Right. When they come in, they just 3D scan them in.
Right,
So
right,
those are
right.
just. Have you seen the site?
No, no, I haven't.
I could share my screen. I have their site.
Yeah,
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 sure.
I have to
yeah.
stop
See,
sharing the VeVe one.
yeah, that's right.
Uh,
Also, because the thing, I don't know how it is with you, Richard, but where I am, Vanable's not actually available in the UK, so I don't actually have access to it. So
oh,
Probably
that's
that's
why I
not
haven't
not
really.
here
right.
either. No.
I've been
No, so
hearing that. Yo, you
yeah,
guys are right, man. I totally forgot about that. That's why I've been
there you
trying to
go.
do videos and also highlight what they have going on so that by the time things open up for you guys, you'll be ahead of the curve,
Mm,
at least for people in
Mhm.
your area.
yeah,
But this is their main I don't know if this is the main landing page. This is for the
yeah.
Mutant Mayhem drop. But basically we're
Which I
trying to go to their homepage real quick.
which I do believe that sold out, didn't it?
All their drops I believe sold out.
Mm.
Yeah, all of
Yeah,
them.
so they seem like they're doing all right, like with their drops selling out and things like that. But to my knowledge, and I could be wrong with this, like they sort of work on the same sort of principle as a courtyard. They kind of have like a like they have the digital representation, and then there's a physical to go with that gets like locked up somewhere or something like that.
Yeah, so pretty much
Right.
like one of the main gold standards in America as far as security is Brinks. And one of the main
Mm-hmm.
people that, transport large sums of money and diamonds, high end art and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they have vaults, different places. Like they have one in Manhattan, I believe. I don't want to speak for the company, but I believe
Mm-hmm.
that's where supposedly some of this is, or these items are stored. So they have that partnership with Brinks, and when you get your stuff sent in the mail, I believe it comes in like Brinks
Yeah, right.
packaging and Fanable packaging or something like that. But these are the past drops they had.
Mm-hmm.
It started off down here with the alpha tester drop, which I wasn't a part of or privy to. I got put on by Sergio around here when they did the Vault Unleashed stress test drop, which was only $25. You can get an idea of what was in that drop. Some crazy books like Wolverine #1.
Mm.
Uh, a lot of great books. And basically, I was an idiot and I kind of slept on the drop. Like literally, I had worked till like 6 in the morning, and I think the drop was like 1, 2 in the afternoon. And I got up in time for the drop, but I just kind of slept on it. Like, I was like, I'll do it later. You know what I'm saying? I was waiting for some funds to hit my account later that day. So I was like, when the funds
Yeah.
hit my account, I'll do it, which I knew had to happen by the end of the business day, which would be like 4 or 5 p.m. the latest. So the money hit my account. I went to go for the drop, and it had sold out by then. So I was like, damn. But, when you really process it, like, think about it. It's a $25 drop. The
Mm-hmm.
cost of grading and the hassle and all of that,
Yeah, for
any
sure.
of
Yeah.
these books is
Yeah.
$25 at least. So it was like really a no-brainer to go for.
Yeah.
But I kind of slept on it. So after that, they did a comics and crypto curated collection
Yep. I
drop.
remember seeing that one.
Yeah. And the one that I bought into was once we got here to the Marvel Madness drop. So I have one of these cases. I actually opened this one. And then I won a signed and sealed. This is the autograph collection. I won this one from O'Malley T's show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this was 125 a drop. So basically, Fanable offers 90% fair market value buyback guarantee for any
Okay.
mystery case. Which the question then is, whose fair market value are you going by, right? So I guess the industry standards Go Collect, right? Which
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
not that I have an issue with Go Collect, but as somebody that covers all of these comics almost every week, and I'm using that as a reference point sometimes, and I'm also using eBay, which is what supposedly their data is scraping off of. There's to me been times when I'll go on eBay and see a listing that happened more recent that isn't reflected on Go Collect. So I don't know how often they update it. They say they're always updating it. So you have all of that going on. And, so I just think that to make their money, they're going to have some books that have a really low buy-in price point for themselves. But unfortunately, depending on the fair market value, you could end up losing, obviously. You know what I'm saying? It's just like anything we gamble on, right? If we go on VeVe and we pull a lever on a blind box drop and you hit a common nowadays, you're going to be underwater, whereas at one point, even if you got a common, that was at least double your money. And then any other rare beat was like, you were really up. So it's just, you got all those elements involved and you got to weigh out the drop. Like, is it too top heavy? Is it evenly spread out? What are your risks to reward? And then, there's people that hit certain cases, like the sequential numbers and things like that. So they charge a premium just for the case unopened. And then, of course, as more cases get opened and the chasers are not hit, that increases the value of the cases. So you have all those nice little elements that play with it, and then, of course, they got their own marketplace. So even if you hit a comic, it's not like you're just in a situation where you have to like have it sent home and then you got to figure out where you're going to sell it. You could always take their buyback option. I think it's an offer that lasts like 72 hours and it's for 90% of the fair market value, or you could try to list it on the market, of course. And that's pretty much it, man.
No, very cool. Yeah, well, like I said, like myself and Richard, we don't have access to Fanable, so it's always good to sort of like learn more from people who have actually experienced it. Also out there in the chats, guys, if you've had an experience with Fanable, please don't be afraid to share it in the chats or come up and speak to us if you'd like to. Because we'll always want to know more about it, because they seem to be doing quite well and everyone seems to be quite happy with them. I know that a bit of a shout out to Nerd Cave as well. He's got a bit of a giveaway going on with his latest newsletter. So guys, make sure you check out the newsletter, because it's jam packed full of information from all over the collecting space, and the instructions on how to participate in that giveaway are at the bottom of the newsletter. So shout out to Nerd Cave on that one.
And another elevator they just got into, as you can see here on the screen, they just started getting into graded games as well. This doesn't look like it was fully 3D scanned in, because it's not spinning around like most of the items. But yeah, they're spreading their wings all the time, because at one point it was just comics. Then I saw trading cards. Now we're up to video games, home videos, and toys. So
so they're rapidly getting their fingers in the many pies. I like it.
Yeah, the marketplace. I don't know how active the marketplace is, or how many people are actually coming here to try and buy something, but it's still great that they offer it, Let me see home videos, what's going on. We only got one. They got
Spider-Man.
9.4.
Good choice.
So you can make an offer, as you can see, secured by Brinks.
Okay.
So yeah, very, very interesting, man. And so we're just right now, I think, on standby, waiting to hear what the next drop is going to be. Hopefully I can connect with their community manager and bring something to you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. So stay tuned, guys. So because we'll, if that's something you guys want to see, more information about us, covering more about Fanable, let us know. We can definitely incorporate that into the show. But yeah, guys, like I always say, please, more feedback is always appreciated, and let us know what you guys want us to cover more. You want us to cover more VeVe? You want us to cover more Fanable? What else out there? McFarlane, Candy, anything out there, guys? Let us know. So chuck it all in the chats, because all the feedback is all greatly appreciated. So because we have a VeVe supported giveaway, we should probably talk about some VeVe stuff. So let's start off with this one here. Let's go, and then maybe we'll cruise over to the VeVe market and see what's going on in the market. So what have we had this week? Let's find out. So let's start with the collectible side of things. So we've had, what have we had? We've had the Ron English drop. We've recently just had the Count, which dropped today, and then we got the coming drop, which is the Stitch Unleashed. First of all, Dokta, Richard, did you go for any of these drops?
I only went for one.
Yeah?
You probably already know. So no, I didn't went for any of the drops except for one.
Yeah, me, I was the same. I didn't go for any of the Ron English drops. I mean, I'm all for Ron English and his records and stuff like that. But yeah, for me, on the drop, no. I mean, I definitely pay attention to it in the aftermarket. But like I said, it dropped on the 21st. Listing price was $6.99, 1,200 editions. That was a common, and yeah, 600 editions for the ultra rare, and what is it, 200 for the secret rare. And there's no crafting or anything on that for that one. I like them. They look cool. I reckon Ron English does some very unusual work sometimes, but also very cool. For me personally, no, not for me.
I really, really like that album cover artwork, though.
I do like that artwork. Yeah,
I went for the initial drops and all this stuff started. Hey, VeVe Digital Collectables in the house.
Yeah, shout out to VeVe. Thanks for dropping in, VeVe. And again, thank you for the VeVe supported giveaway. Stay tuned for our upcoming announcements for drops and more. We wish you all a great weekend. Ooh, hashtag more. Stay tuned, guys. We could have something big in the pipeline.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, man. What is this? Delusionville. This is the 6. Yeah, that's 6, right. So
last place is first place.
Right. I think we got one more to go. Maybe more after that. I'm not sure, but I really like that. I like the inscription on the plate. That one.
This one here.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. Nice little touch. You know, I look at things a little bit differently now that I'm playing around in the VeVeverse, and
there we go.
You know, you're walking around in there, and those little things, you know, they help. They help.
Sorry, I just realized we got a special guest in the house that's been hovering in the background. It is none other than this guy here. Hey, Josh, how are you, mate? Long time no see. I look at him, he's like, oh crap, I'm on camera.
Nope, you're muted.
You're muted.
Yeah.
Here I am saying normally it's the mute button, and I forgot about the whole mic, and it's the mute button. So,
what's up,
how are you, Josh?
What's going on, guys?
Man. How you been?
Yeah, I thought I'd come by just to catch up a little bit. It feels like it's been forever. How's everyone doing?
I know, right?
We're going good, mate.
And it's forever, but it's also a first. This is the first time it's all 4 of us.
Is it?
Well, like in this format right now?
Yeah, in this format, sure.
Yeah, in this format. Yeah. So this
What's going
is
on, Richard?
Yeah, this is kind of like the new format we've sort of been playing with. So I made like the transition from X over to YouTube only. We've sort of been trialing it for a little bit. So far, it seems to be going okay. Everyone seems to be happy with it.
That's awesome.
And
good to see you, Josh.
Yeah, it's good to see everyone. I must admit I don't have too much energy right now. I'm on a limited sleep, but I wanted to stop by just to see what's up. So
no, well, we appreciate it, mate. Like, you know, we know you're working hard, building awesome stuff in the VeVeverse. We have been display showcasing some of your work in some of the previous episodes. One of them being that awesome VeVe Tower, and also the one with the submarine as well. The submarine was very cool.
Yeah, that was I got to give some credit to Robbie's Matrix as well, because he helped me build that one. There was a lot of tedious parts with that map, so he came in to kind of help me with those parts. The rinsing and repeating of or copying and pasting is a better way of saying it. Like all the staircases and lights and stuff like that. So big shout out to him. But I appreciate that. I heard you guys talking about the temperature earlier, because I was listening. I was just getting some work done. This is, and I don't remember this ever happening here, but because every year it's getting warmer and warmer where I am. But I heard you talking about the temperature over in the UK, Oz. Yeah. And I woke up at 1 a.m. last night, and I looked at my phone. It was 31 degrees Celsius at 1 a.m.
Was it now? Wow.
It was so hot. And that's at night. So during the day, it was even more. I don't know what the exact temperature was, but yeah, it's getting hot. So
yeah,
wanted to throw that in there. But
I'm getting a little shook, you know what I'm saying? Because it's on its way. It starts for us tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's pretty much.
Yeah, you're not too far.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's like down south, it's already been on fire. The Midwest has been already on fire. Usually Canada is like colder, you know what I mean? But it's like you guys are even hot. It's like we're in this weird little bubble over here in New York and Boston and the tri-state, where we're like just fighting it whole, because we're like on the water pretty much, you know, we're hugging the coast. So I'm even further east, even on Long Island. So it's like the city could be, 100 degrees tomorrow, which would be like crazy. But it might only hit, not like 90 out here, which is still insane, but it's still, we get a little bit of a leeway because we're just literally on the water and further east. But
Yeah.
it's crazy.
So 100
The whole planet
Fahrenheit is
warming up.
37 degrees, by the way, for us.
It's like, I know it's like sweaty, muggy, and hot. But I tell you what else has been hot is we've also had the Sesame Street count drop that happened today as well. So first of all, love the count. Like, my shoddy math skills are all thanks to this guy right here. But I reckon I didn't go for the drop, but the collectibles detail is awesome. The animation's really cool as well. Did anyone here go for this drop at all? Nope. Again, no takers.
Not myself.
That's
Nope.
Like, look, Duck and Cover saying pretty bloody hot here in Switzerland as well. Yeah, shout out to Duck and Cover as well. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Yeah, sounds like it's a bit hot across all over the place.
Yeah.
He's Australian as well, right? So
He is Australian. He's Australian, but he's living in Switzerland.
Right.
So the count. So we had, it was a 30 gem price point edition 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Love the count. And also there was a chaser involved with this one as well. So he had obviously the gold sort of fitting in with the theme of the other Sesame Street characters, and that one there was a 2 3 4. It's like I'm sensing a theme here with these mint numbers. So 2 3 4 was the rarity on that one, and there's no other little bits and pieces there. So yeah, it's interesting to see if this one sold out or not. So we'll cruise over the market in just a minute and see what we reckon. But yeah, very cool. Did you guys watch Sesame Street at all? Did you guys have a favorite Sesame Street character, just out of curiosity?
Yeah, for sure, man. Elmo. But we
Elmo.
got our own Sesame Street. So the difference between an American Sesame Street is that our Big Bird is blue instead of yellow.
Oh, really?
And and he's called Pino.
Pino.
Yeah, and does the American version have a dog as well? We got a dog, Tommy. He's like the main character. So you got a dog, Tommy, and you got I'm pretty sure it's the same one in Belgium as well. So Sven should know it. That so the main characters in the Dutch version are Tommy and Minnie. So there's a dog and a mouse. Yeah, so our Sesame Street is a bit different, but it's all the same for just for children to learn how to count and language and that sort of stuff.
Very cool. What
I
about
would
yourself,
say
Dokta?
for me, I definitely grew up on Sesame Street. That was, I don't know if you guys know, but the whole Sesame Street was created, at least in America, initially for like public access TV, and it was really meant to target inner city Black youth, because we're lacking resources, and the education was lacking in the school systems. So they made this as part of the public education programming to kind of cater to kids, get us to know our numbers and our letters. So yeah, for me being a 70s baby, Sesame Street was ish. Elmo wasn't around yet when I was a kid. So I just had the original cast of characters to really draw from, but I didn't really have a favorite, man. Just some of them made me laugh more than others. That was pretty much it. But Grover was funny,
Oh yeah.
he was funny.
Grover's great.
The Count, Big Bird just felt like, somebody's auntie. He was very responsible and like,
Sounds like
you know what I'm saying? So it was like, oh boy, Big Bird's here. You gotta shape it up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But of course, Animal was crazy, Oscar the Grouch, so many, because it started expanding, and then you had, well, I might be getting into Muppets now, but Muppets always felt like an extension of Sesame Street to a degree, just because it was the same like puppeteering type of thing, and it was on mainstream TV. It's nothing else like it. So yeah, man, Animal, that was my dude in the Muppets, man. The two hecklers at the top of the balcony, they would have me crying literally. Them dudes was crazy. That was like racy for TV back then, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? You know, but yeah, man, I went to Sesame Place when I was a kid. That's in Pennsylvania, Hershey Park. You know, did the whole thing. Yeah, man, definitely. I like this drop. I think that this is one of the longest animations I've seen on the app. Incredible, incredible. So
No,
yeah,
cool.
if I had the funds and the gems, I probably would have gone for this drop. Just to do it. I wish that the chaser was a little bit just something different.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like it's called gold and all, but I had to really squint my eyes and look to even see what
To see
was
where the gold
gold and
actually
different
is.
about it. You know, and it's just the
Yeah.
numbers pretty much. But
Pretty much, yeah.
I don't know if the monocle is extra gold
No.
or
Oh yeah, no. The
He's
monocle's
standing like a
gold as
drug
well.
dealer.
the monocle, yeah. So the monocle's gold. That's what I'm saying. I had to really look. I felt like I was playing like one of VeVe Kid Arcade's games. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to
Yeah,
really
yeah.
look at the collectible. But yeah, if he would have been like dipped in gold, that would have been something crazy. You know, I think people really like gold. So
Yeah.
you're gonna call it gold, give us a lot of gold. You know, maybe the
That's
bat
it.
wings have to be like it got to really look
like
gold.
really like look.
Yeah.
I did like Richard's post. Like, it does kind of like look like would you like to buy a bat?
Right?
Or,
Yeah.
Can I tempt
Like,
you
is
with
he
some
on
bubbles?
42nd Street in the 80s where he about to play 3 card Molly? You know what I'm saying? You know, I
Yeah.
got a bat for sale, baby. 2 for $5. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Keep it on the low though.
2 for 5. You can count it with me. 1, 2, 3. So what about you, Josh? Did you happen to have a favorite a Sesame Street character at all? I've seen the chat sort of blowing up here. A lot of people saying was hanging out for Muppets. There was one there from Duck and Cover saying hanging out for Animal on the app. I second that as well. I want an Animal on the app. So,
Right.
and then
And I don't know
also
how I could forget my man Snuffleupagus, man.
stuff up because yeah.
That was
Yeah, no,
What about you, Josh?
I mean, it was a thing when I was like, it's still a thing, right? But the main character that I would hear of when I was a kid was Elmo. The 3 biggest ones that I probably know of is Big Bird, Elmo, and Kermit. So those are the big ones. I don't really have many. Well, I don't really have any memories watching that show, to be honest. So I can't really add much here, but yeah.
because I think by like the
Cool.
late 80s, it was off of. Not that it wasn't on, but it just wasn't popping. You know, I believe it's always been on PBS, but I think just everything started shifting. You know, people's attention, kids. You know, you had the cartoon era really popping by 85, 86. So if you're talking anywhere around the 90s or after, cartoons was more bigger than, puppet stuff.
Yeah.
So that's probably why.
Looney Tunes, that was a huge thing when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
Man. Even when I was a kid, and that stuff was not that it was around before I was around, but it wasn't pop. Like I come from the era of still, you're liable to see a well-off family still with a black and white TV in their crib. You know what I mean?
But really,
Color TVs being everywhere, big floor models. You know what I'm saying? People still got aluminum foil on the antenna. You know what I'm saying? Get a better reception and cable, and you know what I mean. So I've seen the whole evolution. I've seen the whole marketing engine get turned on and targeting kids, BMX bikes and Legos and video games. I come from the era of going to the mall or to play in the arcade, and like my collectibles was talking about, you go to the arcade, man, people are already playing the game. Then there's gonna be a crowd around the game. You just got to get in where you fit in. You might have kids 2-3 sizes bigger than you. You still got to throw your little quarter up there at the top of the game. You know what I'm saying? Right underneath the screen. You got to remember your quarter. You know what I'm saying? Because it might get gangster in there. Somebody might try and stake claim to your quarter. Like, nah, that's not the quarter.
It's like, hell no, that's my quarter. And everyone knows,
know?
and everyone knows who their quarter is.
Exactly, man. So it was remarkable.
See, I don't have any memories like that because my generation, the thing that we did was that we would go to the mall, right? Hang out, go store to store, hang out in the food court. That was the thing. No comic shops or arcade. But I could tell you this: when I was in Vegas, and we went to that arcade with Kid Arcade in Oz,
the pinball one.
Dude, the moment we opened that front door, you got your eyes lit up like a kid on Christmas, and I could just tell you were reliving memories. It didn't hit me that hard. Like it was super cool. Don't get me wrong, but I could definitely tell you guys you went back in time a bit there, but that's an interesting part of VeVe for me, is always hearing stories like that, because it's not relatable, but
Yo, it was crazy for us. Like we, at a certain point, arcade games were just everywhere you went, because it was just looked at as like if you had a store, right, like a stationery store that just sold a little bit of everything, candy, cards, all types of stuff. Just like if a vendor came to you and was like, "Hey, you want to put a candy machine in here?" Like, yeah, hell yeah, snacks and Doritos, yeah, we soda. So it was just like that. It was just one of many things that you would try to put in your store that people would drop quarters into and just generate money. So you could go to like just your local stationery store and they would at least have one damn arcade game in there, if not two or three. So when they came to the mall, that's where it was sensory overload, because then they had depending on where you go, they might even have what would be in like adventure parks today, where you go to like the carnival or whatever, and they got the game where you throw the ball up the ramp and then it goes in one of the circles or whatever. They would have games like that, or you shooting the basketball. They would have stuff like that in the arcade rooms in the mall too. But arcade games was so big, and pinball games was huge back then. Like pinball was crazy, because you're going from an era of just a basic pinball machine to now it's infused with electronics. It's infused with themes from movies. Like Indiana Jones was out. Boom, they got an Indiana Jones game. And like in the movie, one of the main threats was a big ass ball, like a rock, it's in a ball coming down the hallway. And your pinball kind of represented that in the pinball game. But then there were certain things you could trigger to make that boulder also come out. Like it was crazy, man. So between
it was really
and arcade games,
interactive. That's the word. Interactive.
Yes, definitely, man. And then when you got a game like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles come out, that was one of the few set of games within a 5-year block where you actually had 4 controllers there, and you were 4 joysticks, as they call them, set up. And they saw 4 slots for different quarters to be put in. You're like, whoa, like what's going on here? Like we could all play together, and then that whole element of playing together and playing as a team, that never really was part of arcade games. It was always man for himself, if anything, or as a one-player game like Donkey Kong or whatever, where whoever could just go the furthest off their quarter, that was what you were trying to do. We were always trying to beat games with as many tries as possible. And
that was like the early days of like co-ops.
Oh man,
exactly. So a little shout out to Duck over there. We had a chain of arcades called Time Zone. Anyone anybody had their birthday there, Alex knows. Yes, I do. Though my nearest time zone was in Perth, and unfortunately I lived about 4 hours away from Perth. So if I wanted to go to a time zone, I had to take a very long car ride to sort of go and play in the local arcade.
You guys are also you're also making me think of laser tag. You guys ever do that?
Laser tag was good.
I don't think it's as popular nowadays, but that was popping too.
It's definitely evolved now to where you feel the hits more.
Right.
You get a shock.
The vibrations hit more.
Yeah, it was like a vibration. Good.
Oh yeah,
you'd be like, you'd be like hiding around a corner, like thinking like no one can see you. Next thing you go, like your back starts like lighting up. Like, it's like someone sneaking around a corner going, ha ha, peekaboo.
Back in the days, like laser tag was the actual product, but it didn't have any like IP necessarily behind it. So it was like just a commercial. It looks dope. It's something new. Here it is. And then eventually there was a show that came out called Photon. And and that show was, kids running around with the whole thing, and they're taking on like aliens, and it was like all this crazy monsters and stuff, but everybody still had the vest on and the guns, so they would, overplay it and show an actual laser coming out the gun and stuff like that. But then eventually they came out with the actual Photon for you to buy. It was like laser tag, you had a little vest thing so you could feel when you got hit, and they had the guns, and that got pretty big too because it was a little bit more affordable. So they kind of like undercut laser tag and then had the TV show going for it. So they did their thing too.
That was cool. Yeah, guys, we can keep talking about like like taking out. Actually, tell you what, that's what I should have played because I did also have this one, a little memory lane thing. But yeah, so not only have we covered laser tag, pinball machines, and everything. Actually, I'd love to see pinball machines come to VeVe. I'd definitely buy all that up. But, oh, look at that. I start using a soundboard and look who pops up. Shorty, what's up, mate? But yeah, so one collectible drop that we do have coming is we have more Stitch coming. Just to celebrate the Lilo and Stitch movie that's doing the rounds in the cinema system at the moment. I haven't seen it yet, but apparently it's doing quite well in the way of reviews. But yeah, if this is something that interests you guys, we have more Stitch Unleashed. So this digital drop features 3D poses of Stitch showcasing his playful spirit, love for threats, and intergalactic mischief, capturing his charm across island life, summer fun, and action-ready moments. First seen in the 2002 Walt Disney Animation Studio film 2002, I can see that being a coveted number. Lilo and Stitch became an instant fan favorite, whose journey embodies the importance of the Hawaiian concept of family, or ohana. The idea that nobody gets left behind or forgotten, dropping on blind box waitlist form on this is coming on Thursday, the 26th of June. And yeah, so yeah, looks like we got Stitch coming in. Like again, the collectibles details looking really sharp. So we have Island Spirit. So it's a 20 gem price point, 2025 editions. So 2005, that's the release year. Very cool. Again, we got Ice Cream Escape. Looking very cool there. We can definitely do some ice cream with this heat got going on at the moment. That one's a rare 2025 editions, and then we've got our secret rare 226, so 626 editions with Stitch locked and loaded and ready to rock and roll with his little laser guns. So that's all we got. So we've got 3. What do we think of this one, guys? Any thoughts, opinions? So 20 gems. We've got a secret rare, a rare, and a... Oh no, so we've got 2 rares and a secret rare.
My initial thoughts are they look awesome. I like the different themes. I'm not really into Disney Stitch to know, how accurate this is to, the lore, the meta, whatever. But definitely looks dope, man. I wish that these were animated. I don't think we've had any animated Stitches yet, but especially for that ice cream one, that would have been cool. Price point is okay. I would prefer maybe 15, but that's that's splitting hairs, I guess. I do think the edition size is a little high though. I don't know if there was a burn element I missed, but I also understand the IP wanting the edition sizes to probably be high. Maybe they're not understanding where we are in the market right now and the user base and active users, and who knows, maybe they just don't mind whatever doesn't sell out sitting in the store too, because I see a lot of stuff that hasn't sold out that's still there, and I don't have any plans to burn it. So maybe they're just cool with that, but personally I'm gonna be skipping the drop.
Yeah, same. I'm probably gonna be skipping the drop, but I'll definitely be paying attention to it in the market. And very cool. So yeah, so that's coming on the 26th of 26th of June. So that's next Thursday. And now let's jump over here to some comics, and then we better see what's going on in the market. So this week we recently just had we had Nova drop on the 17th of June. On the 19th of June. That was on the Thursday, and then we've got 2 other comics coming. So first of all, Richard, I know you might have a little something to say about this one.
Do I?
Do you? Just maybe.
I was super excited for this one. Oh, man.
Yeah, I know you've been talking about Nova for a while now. So first of all, how did you do on the drop? So did you go for it on drop, or did you just scoop up in the market?
Well, I was just being my my own idiot self again, because for this one I wanted to scoop the market. So I had my gems loaded, and I was like, all right, I'm going to do some market hunting. And then the first one I saw was 1970. It was a little slow, by the way, the market action at the beginning. But then I saw 1971. And, I had it before where I saw a cool mint number, and I was just, I was too slow, and then it was gone.
Yeah.
But I mixed it up for the publishing date, 1976. So I was just all panicking. You know, when you
no.
see that min number, it's like the old days, man. And I was like, so then I bought it for
Like, no,
25
no.
gems.
You're like,
And then I bought it.
which was this one.
And then it just slowly sank in that, like, oh, wait a minute, this is not 1976. And then I thought, because I was watching Stacking or Slacking from Doc, and I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
1979 as his birthday. So I was like, all right, at least I can give it to someone. You
And
know?
I don't know where you even heard that from, because I said 1976, and I was like, I'm always chasing 1976. I was like, but for this one, I'm not gonna chase it because I know so many people are chasing it. That's why when you message me like, yo, I hit 1971, I'm like, so?
It's like, so what?
No, it was totally me because I was just missing 2 times in a row. It's like, oh no, that one was wrong, and that one was wrong too.
You're
So I was like,
"Damn
all
it."
right, this is useless. This one is useless. So then I gave up on the market hunting because it was just slow. Not a lot of people were buying them.
Yeah.
And so then I went for the drops, man. In total, I pulled 40. I pulled the level 40
wow.
times, which is pretty weird because normally it's capped at 20. So, I went a long time ago for the Hellfire Gala. I pulled 20. I wanted to have the secret rare and I didn't pull it. So I was really pissed off that they burned it instead of opening it up again. It was really annoying. But now I could just keep on clicking and, apparently they wanted all my money. But yeah, man, I think I was like 6, 7 pulls in, and then I started talking to Daniel on WhatsApp, and we were talking about from the California Comics. So we just we talk about mint numbers, this and that, and I was just saying to him like, no man, the only one I'm going for is 616. That is my jam, and it's true because I collect those, and then 2 pulls later, man, I pulled the 616. It was absolutely insane. So I immediately said it to Daniel. He was like, no way, you're joking, right?
He's just like, no.
I was trying to do voice messages like 3 times in a row, and I just messed it up 3 times. But yeah, man, Daniel gave me a call immediately. It was absolutely awesome. It was one of the best times I had with the comics, man, and with Nova, because Nova, he is my favorite character outside of the X-Men, and he's easily top 5. He's easily a top 5 character for me. So I absolutely love him. So I did 20 pulls, and then today I was like, all right, I only needed the secret rare, so it's going pretty cheap on the market now, But I was like, you can buy it for 60. Well, you can pull the lever again. That's
You just keep gambling. Just keep pulling the lever. No, cool. Yeah.
So that's what I did.
His name was Richard too, so that makes sense.
Yeah, right.
True. Yeah.
I
managed to pick up the. I managed to pick up the. I picked up my I picked up my ultra rare. I got the ultra rare, but I got mint number 1001, which is a nice little palindrome binary mint number. So I was quite happy with that. Yeah. What about you, Josh? Have you picked up anything in the market recently, or have you just been sort of like head down working?
More building. I picked up a couple vehicles for one of the builds I'm doing, and then I got airdropped one of the Black Panthers.
I did
from VeVe. So and shout out to Millie for doing that giveaway. So that was cool. Yeah. So that's a new addition to the collection. And then also I got to give actually a big thank you to you and Daniel, California Comics. If you're watching this, man, I really appreciate it because you guys sent me the
So Planet Death.
I was not going to think of that.
Yeah, that's right.
But I've added it to my shelf over here, so it's a nice new little centerpiece. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, awesome, no worries at all. Yeah, no, that was just like a little thank you from myself and Daniel just for the hard work that you put in the background to sort of make that happen. So again, thank you so much for that. Also as well, just on the subject of people getting awesome stuff, Richard, I do believe that you got something cool in the mail as well lately as well.
Oh yeah, dude, man! Should I grab it? It's downstairs. I should grab it.
It's up to you.
Wait,
up to you.
Yeah. Just give me a minute.
Grab it, and then we'll. we'll move over to the to the next comic. I know everyone's grabbing awesome stuff lately, whether it be on VeVe or just in physicals. Very very cool. But yeah, so that's basically all. So we had. Well, we were saying that was in last week, but yeah, we did also have the.
There's can I say something?
Yeah, absolutely.
We got Video Shane in the chat. I want to give him a shout out because I won't say what he's working on. He's got something in the works. You might know about it or not.
Okay.
San Diego Comic-Con's gonna be it's gonna be a party. So just that's what I'll say about that. But he's planning something, and it's well, what he said, secrets. I'll keep it at that. But yeah,
okay.
Keep your eyes open for San Diego.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Yeah. But amazing work on his part. That's why I want to give the shout out because he pulled off something that's incredible. So,
secrets. There we go. Like that. There he is. Video change. Secrets. Say don't. He's probably there like screaming his mic saying, "Don't say anything."
Yeah.
Also, shout out to my collectibles as well. He says I completed the Avengers 4 comic set today. Can't wait for ASM number 5. Congratulations, my collectibles. That's awesome. Duck Cover saying I picked up the SE long Toki Doki drop. Very cool. Yeah, that's what I love to see. Like people just picking up stuff for their collections and adding to it. Awesome stuff. But now, we've also got some comic books on the way as well. So we've got this one in particular. So we've got what is this? Amazing Spider-Man number 5, which is the first meeting of Spider-Man and Doctor Doom. So looking very cool. So rare, ultra rare covers and secret rares and all that. So we'll go through that in a second. So
that ultra rare is really nice.
It does look really cool, isn't it? So it says here, the first meeting of Spider-Man and Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom hears a J. Jonah Jameson's news broadcast regarding the menace of Spider-Man. So Doom sends a message to Spider-Man through his spider senses, which leads to an explosive meeting. So this also features rare and ultra rare covers by, I'm going to try and say this without butchering it, Giorgio Sandovia and Eric. I'm not even going to attempt to say them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this, and you guys can read. So
Gerardo
that guy,
Sandoval.
thank you, and
Eric Arciniga.
Tell you what, I'm just going to leave the words to Dokta because he does it so much better than I do.
Gotcha, no problem.
But Richard's back. Richard, did you find did you find it?
Yeah, man, my house is not that big, but it's just went to the top of it. It's a small house. Yeah, man, I got this one. It's super awesome. Let me do the settings a little different. Otherwise, it wasn't sure. Yeah, like that. Dun, 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 dun.
Ooh, could that possibly be a signed Mark Brooks business card?
Oh yeah, man, absolutely. And so I think if people can see it, on YouTube, but this is the artwork from the X-Men test show, where Rogue is laying there bootylicious when Apocalypse comes. So Mark Brooks made this version where he just exaggerated everything. And this one, man, dude, I have memed this one so many times. A couple of years ago, I don't know for whatever reason, I just make memes all the time. And this one, you see this all over the internet and on Twitter all the time. And the back, I don't think people can read it, but it is seriously funny. Mark Brooks is a funny dude, man. He's got his stats on the back, with talent and humor. Physical strength -1.
Yeah, I thought that was quite funny.
Yeah, man, it is really funny. So I'm so happy with it, and it was at the perfect time because we just did that Nova drop, and I pulled that 616, and then I went to the supermarket and checked my mailbox, and I found this one in it. Man, dude, it was one of the best days, man. So thank you so much. Ray. Yeah,
just to add on to this whole 616 thing, I'm pretty sure that's when the Stitch drop is happening as well. Am I wrong? That's what I heard. It's on 616 or like the date.
Yeah.
Did we cover that or?
Let me go back. So we're talking about the Stitch right now. If I go back,
I think I saw Sven comment that, and I don't know if he was talking about Richard's comic or.
It would be the 26.
Yeah, 26. Yeah, 626.
Here's the experiment 626.
That's right. Yeah, because it's experiment 626. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 6. Okay.
Yeah. So if I go back here, very best of experiment 626. So it's happening on the June the 26th. So that's that's where that's all coming from.
Right.
But going back to this comic, yeah. So the Rare Ultra cover's looking very very nice. I'm definitely gonna be paying attention to this one. So 10 gem price point. It is 5,000 editions, and looking very very cool. And that is dropping on, when did I say? The 24th of June. So coming up, what's that? This coming Tuesday. So stay tuned for that one. And of course we've got one more, and then we'll jump over some market action. We've got Ultraman and Volume 3 coming from Viz Media. And we know we've got Ultraman Day coming next month. So I think there's going to be a lot of Ultraman stuff hitting the market very soon. But yeah, we've got Ultraman Volume 3. Looking very, very cool, very sharp. And this one's $14.99 price point, 2,222 editions, and yeah. But of course, the reason that it's a 14 gem price point is because it's like tons of pages in it. I think it's like a graphic novel. So it's like
an omnibus or whatever.
Yeah, it's like graphic novel level. So it's like over like 100 pages in it. So very cool. Again, I probably won't be going for it on the drop, but I'll definitely pay attention to it in the market.
Yeah, same here. I really like these covers. Like that.
Looking cool. So on that note, we should probably cruise over the market and see what's going on, and maybe get into some other talk. But we'll see how we're going for time. So far, we're not doing too bad. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's where I get to use one of my favorite transitions. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go shopping. Okay, so over here on the VeVe Marketplace, so let's see what we've got going there. So looks like the count is currently going for 9 gems and 99 frags. And let's see if we can't find. Oh, now the gold one, 120. Not bad, not bad. And it looks like all our records aren't doing too bad either. Or unless you got the common, that's going for a gem 80. And our Ultra Rare is going for 3 gems 90, and the Secret Rare is going for 65 gems.
Maserati is going for 10. Wasn't it the list price of? Was it 40 list price?
Yeah, list price is 40. I think last time we looked at it, it was about 14. I think somewhere around there. But
yeah, I might be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure that car in real life is very limited. What was the edition size on this drop?
The edition size was...
Yeah, it's
that car at 10 gems is ridiculous.
It's not 9 gems anymore on the floor.
No, it's probably changed now. The edition size was 2014.
Yeah, it's ridiculously low.
Yeah.
Who sells it for 10? You know, you buy it for 40 and then you sell it for 10.
Yeah, it's not 10 anymore though.
No,
but still, the yellow's still going for just shy of 1,000 gems.
Yeah.
Well, it just said the gray one was 10. It said 9.99. What is it?
Not anymore, man. Not anymore, man.
What?
I was waiting.
Did you buy it?
Yeah, I was waiting for it to hit anywhere around 11. So by the time I got in there, that 9 was gone. So I grabbed it for 10.98.
Let's go. Let's go for 12 now.
Oh,
Okay, so 12 gems.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I'm gonna buy one right now. That car is pretty sure the concept. I didn't read the description, but it's 2014's for the year, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I know someone
There it is.
I don't know.
Concept car unveiled in 2014 Geneva Auto Show. For what car? Concept car for which one, though?
Whoa. Josh,
I don't know what happened with your audio.
Yeah, your audio just went like really loud.
Oh, I thought it was my system.
No, it's mine.
I didn't say anything. It's like, oh, it's me. It's me again.
Let's have the postcode.
Am I
trash? Hell no.
Am I good now?
Yeah. That sounds right now. I don't know what that was.
I don't know either.
Sounds good now.
But let's have a look. See what else is going on in the market here. So let's see. We've got the Maserati going for 9. So with anything else going? Got the 250 for the gem. Oh, we got trees going for a gem still. Very cool. Well, look, there's your Black Panther, Josh. What's he going for? 59 gems and 79 on the floor.
Wow. Never thought it would get that low. That thing was
Counts
300.
Yeah, it did peak a lot at one point. Oh, look at Ghost Rider still going strong
like
at
Ghost Rider.
355. What else we got here? Gem. Oh, some plans going for that. So nothing overly sound. The chilled out Luigi's going for 950. Oh, what's Todd at these days? $2.99 for a Todd. So that's come right down from, I think it was like a 500 at one point. And very cool. But yeah, like I said, we can keep going through the list like all day. But yeah, just some of the standouts there. It's nothing overly too bad. Let's see what the comics are doing. So if we go over to our comics, let's see what we got here. Let's see if some of the big. Okay, this one was one of the more popular ones. Let's see what these are going for these days. So looks like our Patrick Gleason covers are going for $250 for the common, or $150 for the uncommon, $350 for the rare, $725 for the ultra rare, and $70 for the secret rare.
Dude, those prices on the rare and ultra rare are insane. Yeah, I get why, because there's just a handful of people. They just go mint hunting, and then they just keep going and going until, and then they have to sell for any gems. They don't really care about it. But I mean, 310 or 7 for ultra rare. That's pretty crazy.
It's a
I
steal,
think
isn't
so.
it?
Yeah, and they're good covers, man. Those.
Tell you what, let's jump back over and see what Nova's going for these days.
I think for 2 gems, I think.
Let's have a look.
180, yeah.
Nova is currently going for 2 gems and 20, 1 gem 80 for the uncommon, 320 for the rare, 1275 for the ultra rare, and 49 for the secret rare. So all very very affordable at the moment.
Yeah, there's not a lot of market action because I've been tracking that secret rare, and I think if you click on it, it's still the same names, and for the last 2 days, and they just keep getting lower and lower. So yeah, those are still the same names. So if you just be patient, maybe they sell it for 30 because nobody's buying it. So,
No, that's
but there's
right.
only
So,
60 editions or something on that secret rare.
yeah, well, I guess you just have to wait after 30 days and see what the burn does.
Yeah.
Because I know right now some of these comics are going completely nuts because of the burning mechanisms.
Right.
And you have delistings that's been going on the last couple of days mixed in with that. So be careful.
So yeah, guys, just like I said, obviously, guys, at the end of the day, just collect what you love, and you'll never go wrong. Actually, that feels like a good opportunity to play this one. Where are you? This one.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
Just bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, anything said on this channel is not classed as financial advice in any shape or form. We do not recommend that you spend any more than you can afford to lose, because yeah, this is digital collecting. So don't go do something silly with your cash. Just make sure you do your due diligence. Buy yourself a quality air fryer. Cook yourself something good to nourish your mind, body, and soul. And make sure you check out something awesome to watch on Disney Plus, because we've got Ironheart dropping this week. So make sure you check that out, because I'm interested. I'm interested to see how it does. And back to the show.
It's gonna fail.
It's gonna fail. You
It's gonna
reckon?
fail horribly. Yeah. Nobody wants it, man. It's not even in the comics, and they keep pushing it. And so, anyway, you were saying like collect what you love, and you can never go wrong. But I mean, you can love Batman, but if you buy a Todd for 10K, I mean, still
True. Well,
like,
I mean,
ow.
I know, but again, you're talking to the guy who bought Goofy at 3K, so.
Well, you did.
That's it. It's the same as anything. It was a good idea at the time.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Dang.
But anyway, so that's basically more or less what's going on the VeVe side of things that I can think of to talk about. Unless you guys can think of anything else you guys want to cover. So I think what have I picked up lately? Actually, just
Did you get Alex? Did you get in trouble with the wife with that?
What's that? They get in trouble with the wife? Oh,
Yeah, with the Goofy.
oh, with a goofy thing.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh yeah, she doesn't know.
She doesn't know. But just on the subject of Batman, what I did pick up is this, which I thought was quite cool. I finally picked up a battle statue, which I've been eyeing up for God knows how long.
Yeah.
But I picked up one with the mint number 289. I thought this was cool because 89 is the release year of Batman, the Michael Keaton film, 1989. And yeah,
Not only that, it's really on the lower end of the mint numbers because you know what was it, like 60,000 or something crazy on this
something like
one.
that. Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
mean,
well-
that's in the top 1%, or it's got to
Yeah.
be top 2% or something. So.
I know, and it was sitting like roughly around full price at the moment, which is about 25 gems. So I was like, well, I've been waiting like a good couple of years to pick one of these up, so now is a good time to do it. And what else have I picked up lately? I picked up, like I said, the Nova 1001. I also finally finished
nice
it.
one.
Yeah, I was quite happy with that one. I also picked up the last copy of Aliens versus Avengers number 4 just to finish the story.
Yeah, was it
And,
good?
it was good. Yeah, it had a bit of a twist at the end of it. I think it tied it all up quite nicely. And yeah, I would definitely recommend it if you're an Aliens fan. Also, I also picked up a couple of these awesome Mark Brooks covers as well.
Awesome.
Just a couple of low digit. I got a 2-digit palindrome 88 and just a low
Nice.
2-digit one, all
Sweet,
on market floor. So that was my pickup for the week. So
Yeah, I
very
saw
cool.
I saw Mr. Falcon talking about aliens and Fierce Avengers, so he liked it as well. So I was just wondering.
Yeah, no, it is good. We'll be interested to see how they go if they bring any more out. And yeah, I think that's about all I can think of on the way of VeVe side. Unless there's anything else that you guys want to cover, unless there's anything else, anything out there in the chats anybody wants us to cover.
Well, I saw Duck and Cover earlier talking about if the bounty's already been pulled, the 1976. So yeah, for Comics and Crypto, they got a 1K bounty on it. But I know people in the space. They are chasing. There are other mint hunters out there. I'm not saying you have to play them out against each other or something, but there are people out there who pay more than that. Not me, because I have to wait for my OMI to go up, and that's not gonna happen soon. But yeah, man, there are people out there. There are more than one mint hunters out there, and 1976. That's obviously the publishing dates. Those are very popular. Sven is asking if I got offers on that 616. I'm not gonna sell it, mate. Everything's got a price, but in this market and other market, there's no way somebody's going to pay the price that I'm going to let it go. No, I'm a huge collector of 616. I buy the X-Men's. So I got 12 X-Men's. Most of them are all FAs. I got one Illuminati. I got that one 616, and I got now the Nova. So yeah, those and I got Gambit and Rogue together, as a pair. That one is absolutely insane. I got Magic from Stanley Archer.
Really?
Yeah, I got that one as a 616. I got number 3, the Blob, as a 616. I got the Death of the Phoenix. That was, by the way, my first one, and I all picked them up quite cheap, except for I think Rogue was 400 or something. But all the others was all around 100. And at some point, people were hitting me up. It was like a year ago or 1.5 years ago. The Illuminati, I paid 50 gems for it. They contacted me and it's like, nah, I only do X-Men. And it's like, oh, all right. It's like, yeah, well, if you want to let it go for 50, I bought a 616 for 50. First Illuminati. I mean, I don't know, man. Why are people giving those numbers away? 616, that is the number. Publishing dates, 1922. With Stan Lee, of course, he's got a big pool. 1961, 1963 for X-Men. You don't want to sell those, man. You want to keep those, but keep selling them because we are going to pick them up. If you want to get rid of them, fine. I'll buy them happily, more than happily. I got an insane collection. I'm so really happy with it.
No, very cool. So Doug Covers had a good one saying, "I'd love to see some VeVe exclusive covers with just the image and no text, so some more like,
Like a
virgin
virgin.
covers." Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing some more of them.
Yeah, I agree with that, especially for like maybe just the rare, and make it more like a sketch or
Yeah.
Right.
real
Yeah, with the
life.
blue lines. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do
Yeah,
get
cool.
virgins on VeVe Green because I got the
Yeah.
virgin of Imperial #1.
Imperial. Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
first thought as well. That LD Grandoff Hulk, Gladiator
Yeah.
Hulk.
Mhm.
Yeah, cool.
So they are up
Alright,
there.
so yeah, I think that more or less wraps up the VeVe market side of things. But Dokta, you had a VeVeverse that you'd like to debut or
Oh.
showcase.
Yeah. Why not? I
Yeah,
always
let's do
get
it.
random invites from people. So why not, man? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just over here.
Also,
and,
Josh,
yeah.
also Josh, you might want to jump in on this one as well because this is kind of right up your alley. So if I do this and then if I do this,
Jump in. What showcasing?
well, no, just give your thoughts and opinions on the build or
Oh, okay, yeah.
or anything you want to talk about like VeVeverse wide.
Yeah.
So Doc, talk us through it. What are we seeing here?
This is a space from Cold Chillin' called VeVe City. I don't know if it's finished or not because I just randomly just selected one out of many spaces that I got an invite to. So, you could obviously see a humanoid here. I don't know if that means it's meant to be or it could just be there for reference and he's going to come back and do more. You never know what a humanoid means, but this water fountain is really interesting.
Yeah, he did a great job with that.
Yeah, it's really crazy. Let's see what else is going on, man. Let's see. Looks like you got some bench work going on over here. I like this. I like that. Step up on it. I recognize these gates because Swampy dropped these gates on my spaces. VeVe gates. I like that.
Whoa, hold up. Where are those from?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Swampy made these, I believe. I don't know what was going on way back when in the beta testing world and days.
Can you walk closer to him?
Yeah. But yeah, this is the asset. They were able to like make assets other places and bring them in, I think.
Oh, he made okay.
Yeah, he made these. One thing I just noticed now, damn, he got one of the because I got one of these NFTs actually.
I was gonna say, what the hell is that?
Yeah, that's one of those Kickball Beasts, Bit Beasts. Last time I was here, the sky, like the stars weren't moving, but apparently he has moving sky and stars. If you look,
cool,
which is crazy. What I remember, this was like a really big space because it was like a city, right? Let me see, go into fly mode. So I think it's supposed to be a place where we all can kind of come in and get land plots and stuff and just have a place to kind of chill. So I think someone had built a home over here. Got a
that's cool. Little cabin,
opening garage
cabin
back here. Yeah, that garage just opened by itself. It looks like.
And says there's illegal things in this world.
So many.
That's the safety inspector speaking.
Yes. That's why I get invited to the pirate spaces, G. I get entrusted with these things.
I was joking yesterday because I'm building on my website right now, which should be dropping really soon. And I was joking with Sven. I was like, I should put you on the website under the meet our team and have like a full profile of you being like the safety inspector and feed right into it.
Everything's up to code.
Crazy. Gate swinging open and close.
Cool.
Yeah, man. So yeah, it's pretty big space overall. Let me see if I can get over here. Whoa, went too far.
No. It's like, don't go past the line. He's going into the wall. That's it. He's done.
Just
double
click the grass. Like the green plot. Just double click that.
I was trying to get over to the other one. Here we go. Thanks, Josh. Oh, okay. See what's going on. So yeah, I guess it's not, totally finished, but
he's got a whole bunch of different textures and everything in there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's all using the upload file button that was available in the beta.
Right. Yeah, the moon is out there.
Right.
And it's crazy because when you're standing still for a while, the moon like moves by, it's not static. So it's kind of crazy. But yeah, just little space Coachella's working on called VeVe City, man. I'll stop by real quick.
Very cool. Yeah, well, shout out to Cold Chillin'. And yeah, again, Dokta, thank you for showcasing that for this episode of VeVe. Very, very cool. Guys, if that's something you want to see us do more of, cover other VeVe-verses out there in the space, let us know in the chats. We can definitely cover more of that. And guys, don't forget as well, we do have a VeVe supported giveaway running in the background, so make sure you get those hashtags in 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do it on YouTube, on the VeVe Collectives YouTube channel, or you can do it out there on the X Space as well. Just please remember to like, follow, and subscribe to help the channel grow and to appease the YouTube overlords, and yeah, get the content out there. Right, I'm just seeing what else do we have to talk about. So what we covered? We covered basically all the VeVe stuff. Oh, actually, there was one that I did want to showcase. Just going back over here, is that because I keep forgetting about it because you can only find it here. Is this one here? I thought this was really cool. So we got another one-on-one work by none other than Alex Ross.
Yeah, that one is insane.
I mean,
That is, I missed that one. That's nice.
Yeah, check this out. So it's Vampirella, definitely doing a bit of a I'm trying to remember the name of that account that the countess that basically bathes in virgin blood or something like that. It's in the back of my head. I'll probably remember later. But yeah, beautiful piece of artwork. So this is currently a one-of-one piece. The auction opens in 21 hours. Of course, the standard bidding price is $1,500, and yeah, so this is basically debuted by Alex Ross. We've got plenty of his artwork on the app. And yeah, it says The Incredible Vampirella #1, launched in 2010, written by Eric. So Ross, renowned for his uncanny ability to capture the vibrant realism in characters and illustrations. A prime example, Vampirella bathes in a river of blood beneath a massive blood moon in the amazing painting. This vision of Vampirella captures the fire and fury of Vampire Queen in unrivaled illustrated glory. And I definitely agree with everything that was just in that article there. Beautiful piece. If you do decide to go for it and try and get your auctions in, definitely good luck to you. I'm going to make a prediction here, and I'm going to say it's either going to end up in the hands of probably Dr. Rolex or NFT or Element, I think is the other one, or Name Coast. Probably the three that come to my name.
I saw VeVe Meister on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
So VeVe posted it, and then he said don't talk about NFTs with Alex Ross because he's going to block you. I don't know if people follow him or know. Well, no, Alex Ross is known. He's notorious for blocking everyone. It's too funny.
Oh, right.
So,
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. He's known for that. And then so everything he doesn't like, he's just like block, and then so I just commented on it like, yeah, man, I just shut up and just watch his stuff here. Have you ever seen his X-Men designs? Dude, those are awesome.
For Alex Ross. Yeah, I've seen like his pictures for Doom. I think we've got a couple of his covers on VeVe. I think Doom was one of them off the top of my head.
No, a couple of years ago he redesigned the X-Men, but they never used it.
Oh, really? No, I didn't see that.
Yeah. Those looks. You can Google it if you want to. They will come up. X-Men by Alex Ross.
Speaking of that,
awesome. Yeah.
Speaking of that, Imagine mentioned how apparently MC said that there's a new character from X-Men coming in O'Malley's space earlier.
Yes, I just saw that. So, another X-Men character. Who could it be? We'll have to stay tuned. So maybe that's a. They did. VeVe did say something a little while back saying there's big announcements coming this week. So maybe that'll be announced over this week.
It's a collectible.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I was like, was it some kind of first appearance in a comic? But nice, man. Who would it be?
I know. I'm looking at the Fortnite skins right now and trying to see who they dropped over there already.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Always a good reference point.
It's good.
They seem to drop a lot of the same characters, but it's I don't know. I heard some people saying Colossus. Do we have Cyclops? I don't know.
No, we need Cyclops.
No. Jubilee was another one I heard.
Cyclops. Cyclops is coming with during Secret War, I think, on VeVe. Yeah, why drop him now? I think you should wait with that one. Hey, do a Fortnite gamers shorten the skins to 4 skins, or you
What?
say Fortnite
You want to
skins
say that again, or?
Yeah, I was
as in the
gonna
4
say
skins?
the Fortnite skins. Fortnite skins. It's like,
I don't know.
cool. All right, guys. So I'm just looking at time. We got about half an hour or so before, so I got to think about wrapping up the show. So we'll move on. Right. So what we got? We've got over basically. So yeah, we've got over the 1 of 1. Another thing I wanted to quickly. Actually, that's something I wanted to quickly highlight. Just because this just came across my desk, so, and also I get to play this one real quick. So breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. All right, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. The True Media Group have actually dropped another of their shorts. So as you may have seen, they've been dropping little shorts here and there. One of them being Lost Tides and The Riders. But they've also just dropped another one called, if I'm gonna bring it over here, it's called Aliens versus Earth. And I'm hopefully gonna play it and not get a copyright strike, but we're gonna try it. And yeah, so this is what we're looking at. So big shout out to the True Media Group. And here it comes. I'm just going to turn the sound off if I can. There it is. Because I don't want to get copyright strike, so we'll see what happens. So, but or can I play it with music? We'll see. I'm going to try it. Bugger it. Yeah, love all this VO stuff coming out lately.
I was saying to someone the other day, it's crazy how fast the jump was from AI videos where it's like all the mangled fingers and everything to like this, where it's like,
yeah,
Yeah, it's insane, right? That's why I always thank Grok for giving me answers. Thank you, Grok. Yeah, how are you doing, Grok? Because they're coming, baby. They're going to take over.
it's like a huge thing on TikTok right now. A lot of people are bringing in some money from it, where like some of the most popular ones are like colossal animals and like the Amazon jungle, all AI generated. So it'll be like this massive python on like a boat going down the river or something. And then like another one is huge natural disasters. So it'll be like a video of some dude running under some massive tidal wave that looks like it's about to like just destroy the planet or something. And it's just all AI, like billions of views.
I tell you what now, I just do not believe anything I see anymore now, because it's getting to that point now where you can't really tell what's AI and what's real. So everything on like TikTok, like, I don't like, TikTok or X or anything like that. I just sort of don't take anything like, with it, like everything with a grain of salt now, because you just don't know what's AI and what's not anymore, because it's getting that good.
You want to know how good it really is?
Ooh.
Here's a news flash for you that you'll never hear anywhere else, probably.
Oh God, tell me.
You guys have been watching your favorite movie celebrities and stars in AI generated movies for the last like 2 to 3 years now, and the next 2 to 3 years to come. You don't even know if certain people are alive or dead anymore, but you're gonna still be able to watch them in movies. And what we have available, you got to remember, Hollywood and the government, CIA, in between, all of them are using technology better than what we have. So the same way as you guys have been consuming comics and covers by all these artists, and you think that they're doing it one by one, no, they've been AI generating their own art for years. It's just you guys don't know. So all this has been going on. You know what I'm saying? They've been using higher level tools than we have access to for a while. And so, right now, I've already evolved on my TikTok channels to where I'm using AI influencers that look just like vlogs and vloggers, just like that, just like we're looking at, same ones that go viral all the time. you know, and you can use them to sell whatever your product is. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here right now, man. So yeah, you know, unless you're using these tools every day, you probably won't be able to tell.
The tactics comment. Sorry, Doc, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Was that one there?
Oh yeah,
Those videos are
Yeah.
in just pure cinema.
yeah.
It's just
And
Bigfoot running through the forest vlogging, and it's
yeah. I love that one and the Stormtrooper one. There's a
Yeah.
So
Stormtrooper one.
that was good as well. And also the other one, the True Media Group is doing as well with Paulie the Panda is also another very entertaining one as well.
there was a
That's
collab.
mine, yeah.
There was a collab with Bigfoot and the Yeti,
Yes, that was great.
where the Yeti came into one. Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's about to
yeah.
go to places that
funny enough,
we can only imagine.
when I saw the Stormtrooper one, here we go. Yeah, Doctor Stormtroopers with Greg. Yeah, when I first saw that, I thought that was like a legitimate, like, you know, Star Wars type thing. And I was like, oh, hang on a second, no, it's not. It's like, but yeah, he's just like, you know, Greg, what the hell, man? And it's like, I
Yeah.
don't know what I'm doing.
Funny, man.
The
I've
other
seen some
popular-
crazy stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
The other popular ones are you'll take a video that's already been published and then you'll feed it through the AI to make like a baby face of whoever's talking, and you'll see like Theo Vaughn as a baby talking. It's just like this short clip, but it gets millions of views. Super funny.
I think
Yeah.
AI is really good if you have an existing video. So let's say Joe Rogan, and you throw that in that AI machine, and just, you know, make him say stuff that he doesn't really say, because there's so many hours of Joe Rogan on the internet or any other podcaster. So, you know, I was a little while ago, I was just watching a short or whatever, and was some dumb stuff, but it could have been plausible. And I was like, wait a minute, am I getting bamboozled here? And it was AI, but it's very hard to see now, and it's getting ridiculous.
So Corey from VeVe sent me a video that was AI generated of him speaking. It was all AI, like him, his background, everything. I was talking to him a little bit about my website, and he sent me the video, and he told me afterwards it was AI. And what was most impressive to me wasn't even the fact that it recreated him to a T. Like I couldn't really even tell that he was AI. It was his background.
Mm-hmm.
So all the collectibles on his shelf and display and stuff, it looks the same.
Yep.
And that's the part that I was like, whoa, because older AI generations would have completely butchered details like that.
That's the type of tools that I'm using right now, is where, you know, as you're scrolling on YouTube or wherever, and you see like a influencer style video, there's platforms out there that have those specific people, and then you can just transpose what you need on top of that and make them say and do whatever you need, hold products, do all that stuff. And then they have stuff where, you know, you capture screenshot or whatever, like Corey and all that, and you would feed it, you know, different face angles, all that stuff. And yeah, it gets real high level when you're trying to, you know, sync voices and voice match or clone. You know, a lot of those tools you got to start paying for when you want to get to really, really good stuff, or be really good at like open source and stuff like that. But yeah, man, sky's the limit with the creativity, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, I like
So,
I'd say I like Duck and Cover's comment here. AI still can't rap.
I beg to differ.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, go on, Richard.
Well, yeah, what Duck and Cover said, you know, it is because of the AI that NFTs are going to be so usable in the future, because that's the only way to verify something on the blockchain, and that is a really good point he's making. You know, unfortunately, VeVe doesn't have real NFTs. That's fucking.
So I've heard.
Web 2.5. Yeah, man. So, but that's a really good point. Yeah, it is verifiable on the blockchain. Yeah, especially if this is already for the general audience, and then, you know, let's see what you got next year. It's getting absolutely insane AI. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's definitely AI is definitely something I need to sort of pay a bit more attention with. But yeah, it's it, like Josh was saying, it's scary
To
how
be
fast we've
integrated. I don't think you have to pay attention to it. Maybe if you're in the cryptos or into stock, but if you're not into that you'll be fine. So how it's going to be used is like a Final Cut Pro. You got that magnetic mask where you can just cut out yourself in an hour video. That is what AI is going to do for us. So you don't have to do anything now, but
Yeah.
in a while you don't have to do anything consciously. You just take your Apple Pen, you go like whoop, 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 and then
Yeah.
AI in the background is going to render all that stuff. That well, that's my 2 cents.
There's some really crazy stuff out there right now, man. You step outside of the space we're in with VR and digital assets, and I know that VeVe is always trying to stay in tune with AI and all the different things going on. Even AI in regards to the characters, us being able to interact with characters more, and then on the VeVeverse side, they're always going to try and do things to make the average everyday person not need to be super skilled to do things. That's always going to be their motive, I think, and that's the only way you reach the masses of people, right? More and more people. So, on the one hand, I want to get my skills up and spend millions of hours just trying to even get a good foundation in learning how to build. But when I zoom out and I look at the trend of where it's going, I think that I'm just going to be better served, me personally, spending my time in just trying to maintain the things I have and maybe dabble into some other areas. But that's such a vast and big thing to get into. That's why like the builders we have in the space are very special. It's a very, don't get me wrong. The average person could get on and just put the time in and learn it. But just looking at where the space is going, I see automation, I see AI, I see being able to, because I'm using tools now that are allowing me to like literally speak assets into existence and drop them in areas where I don't need to build or know any code or do anything. So it's only going to become more of just a natural thing where, it's going to be less and less hard to do these things and become a part of them. So, yeah, it's just really going to be interesting, man. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying with the AI platforms, right? It's crazy because anybody that you want to crown king this week for being, the new kids on or the newest kids on the block that could do X, Y, and Z well, it's crazy because next week another company that you already have heard of and used to be number one, now they'll be number one at doing that. So like right now, VO3, what they have over a lot of platforms is not just the realistic video generation. You can do influencer type of generation, but it also comes with sound. It also comes with natural environmental sounds, and it also comes with the voiceovers. It understands voice inflections. It understands emotion, whether you're talking voice or the visuals. So that's super powerful. But the thing is like, if you're really watching videos out there where the people that spent the money to have the subscription, they already paid the money. Now they're going to literally use the same prompt and try and generate it over all of these platforms. You'll see where VO3 actually fails a lot. So it just depends on what you're trying to do, because unless you're generating a video that needs the person speaking and you need those environmental sounds, you'll probably get better generations out of some of the other platforms, but you'll have to put in more work in the editing side with making the voice sync up or different things like that. So
Like
it's
blinking.
all use case,
they don't blink.
Yeah. It's all just your use case. You know what I'm saying? Like in a movie that Hanano made, for example, there was no dialogue. So if he didn't, let's say, pay for VO yet, then he could have made that same video somewhere else and not even paid a dime to generate that. But
there's actually a X-Men AI character. So maybe we get I don't know about other characters that are AI that we can make as a collectible, like Danger. She's AI.
That's true.
So those will be cool collectible stuff. Maybe they're gonna drop that this Saturday.
Yo, why Superman's thigh is so thick, man? Like I was scrolling, right? I was scrolling up the way you did when I saw that image, and at first I thought it was a chick because it was like
he's a thick boy.
Yeah, I was like, wait, who's that supposed to be? I was like, why are they wearing? And I was like, that's like, why is his pants so tight, son?
So who are we talking about?
He's doing squats.
Not a blue one, yeah. It's like as you slowly scroll up, I went to the right. So as I was scrolling up, all I saw was the shoes, then the leg, then then the hip area, and I'm like, okay, he got childbearing hips, whoever that is. You know,
Right, this is,
I
yeah.
wasn't expecting it to be Clark. You know, and then that sky blue just threw me off. His face is all pale and blue. Is he dead? Is that what's the Superman doppelganger dude? What's his name again?
Bizarro.
Bizarro. Yeah, is that Bizarro? Why's his face blue?
Yeah, well, it says here, holders will receive a 50% off coupon for the upcoming DC Direct Superman Red and Blue by Clayton Harry. And it's talking about if you're holding a Power Girl, which is dropping on McFarlane shortly.
Yeah, I really like that drop concept. You know, I wish VeVe would implement something like that. You know, you go for the drop, hey, you get a common, or you know, you collect certain things, and it goes towards another drop upcoming, a coupon.
Yeah. I would love to see like that too.
Yeah, I like that creativity, man. That Nerve Cave giveaway going on right now is awesome too, on the Fanable side. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, shout out to No Cave as well. Like, again, I've only spoken with him a little bit, but he's providing loads of very knowledgeable content, and his newsletter is just packed full of very, very good stuff. So I highly encourage everybody to check it out. Sign up to the newsletter, and get involved with this giveaway if you can as well. That's over on No Cave's X page, and you can follow the instructions for that one in the newsletter.
Mm-hmm. And no, I'm not saying that you only use video, but I was just giving the example of if somebody wanted to make a video and they didn't pay for any subscriptions yet, and they just knew that, okay, this video doesn't have any dialogue. What I'm saying is that when you look at all the other platforms and where they are, not all the other, but it's only a couple of it, even on that level of VEO3, there's not many, but there's only a couple that really give you that cinematic effect on a level of VO3, but they don't pull off any environmental sound. They don't have any sound. So I'm just saying that VO3 right now is leaps and bounds, you know, beyond everything else once it comes to that. But if you don't need that element and you're just trying to make something happen and you don't want to pay for any subscriptions, there's still other tools. You might have to mix and match. And just like True Media Group said, you got to really be good at prompting. That's the main thing. You know, but there's still ways to test things, just like any scientist, right? You want to have a controlled environment. So the main constant you want is kind of sort of the same prompt, right? And then you would spread that across all the different options you have and see what gives you the best results. So there's all different types of outcomes and outputs you're trying to get. You know what I mean? So depending on what you're aiming for, certain platforms have more strength than others. And it's always going to be like that. And every week it seems like someone else steps up in a certain area and they're the new kid on the block in that area. But it's just evolving so fast that I think by like October, everything VO3 is doing will just be the standard. And like everybody will be up to that point of output. Yeah,
that's crazy stuff. Right, I was just looking at the time. I got about 15 minutes before I got to start wrapping up the space, and we still, at the very least, Richard, did you want to give us a dose of vitamin C before we start closing things out?
Absolutely. We do a quickie, and there's one.
Josh.
Just real quick. I'm gonna take off right now, guys. Just because, I still have a bunch of work I got to get done. So I just wanted to pop by, catch up, and thanks for having me. It was nice talking to you guys. So
thanks for coming, man.
Josh. Yeah. Look after yourself, and please come back again when you're able to.
Of course, I'll send you a message on WhatsApp.
All right, sounds good.
All right, later, guys.
Mate. Have a good one.
Bye, Josh.
Bye.
Jeez,
okay.
Josh really doesn't like my comic talk, does he?
That's it. No, you scared him off. What'd you do?
He's like, oh no, that guy.
I don't want vitamin C.
He doesn't want any vitamin C. Well, but I think the audience wants vitamin C. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is a bit of vitamin C with Richard.
VeVe Vitamin C, and the C stands for comics because they always make me feel better. Cool, man.
Okay, so what you got for us? So let me bring this.
If we go to the Marvel calendar, so I wanted to make a little visual with some panels and that sort of stuff, but Twitter is, or X, is so annoying with articles and that sort of stuff. But so we probably have to wait for that for a little bit. I saw one very interesting that I definitely wanted to point out. If you scroll a little down,
we're going down,
Yeah, that one.
Which one?
X-Men from the Ashes, Demons and
Ah,
Death,
yes.
#1.
Also, this
So
is
the
just a side note as well. This one has actually been classed as a key by Key Collector as well. So
Yeah, he's hundred
yeah.
percent right
Mm-hmm.
because not necessarily story wise is super cool, but here's the thing: you got Infinity Comics on Marvel Unlimited. For people who don't know what it is, Marvel Unlimited, you can read all the comics up to 3 months
Mm-hmm.
ago, but they have a special kind of thing for subscribers, and those are free comics, and those are the Infinity Comics, and they are designed for reading on your mobile. So you just scroll panel by panel basically, and they are
Yeah.
they started out. I thought they were a bit gimmicky. I wasn't really a big fan of it, but over the years they really developed that kind of thing, man. Especially the Lovable Lockheed is a Infinity series. That one is really, really, really good. I think they're going to make a Saturday morning show out of it because that one is so good. This one is, I believe, this is the first one is going to be in print. So this follows number 7 and 12, and this is not. So this is canon, by the way. So this is a storyline that happens outside of the comics, but they uh, drew it in the Infinity Comics, and now it's going to be available for the general public. So I'm pretty sure this is the first one, and if we're going to see it on VeVe, this is the first Infinity comic that will be on VeVe. So that's why it's definitely a key comic. The other thing is because it's really cool because at the end of Krakoa you had that X-Men, and when the new era started, suddenly so Havoc, that's the guy with the circles around him,
Yep.
that's the brother
Sorry.
of Scott Summers. Yeah,
Yep.
so he's I like him, but he's a bit of a himbo. He's like a super simp. And in
Okay.
the new era, he suddenly was back with Polaris, and I didn't really understand that. It's like, oh, going back with her again, and because at the end of Krakoa, they were still he was still with the so Maddie is the Goblin Queen, of course, and dude, they're both broken people. Havoc is broken, and Maddie is broken, obviously because he's a clone of Jean. She doesn't know where she fits in the world. She doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
She feels like an outcast. She doesn't feel like she belongs, and so that's why those two belong together. But she was dead for a long time, and in the Krakoa Protocol, they said, so Alex is really trying to get her back. But then Cyclops said, like, man, I did my best, but they're not going to bring back any clones. And then Havoc is like, yeah, but she was a real person. So, and now we going to follow the story how they came back, because in that X-Men, Havoc got like killed, but she brings him back. She's like, so he's like half
Right.
zombie wise.
Okay.
So they're going to
Undead.
fill in, yeah, and that, yeah. There was Dark X-Men. That X-Men were the other ones. There was Jubilee. So yeah, man, dude, there was such a mess, but also fun. So you had the Dead X-Men. These were the Dark X-Men. Sorry for that. People are
That's
just
all right.
listening on YouTube. It's like, dude, what kind of series are you talking about? But so this one is going to fill in the gaps of what happened between Krakoa and the new era. So that is super cool, and especially
Cool.
super cool to see that this is, if it's going to be on VeVe, the first
Mm-hmm.
Infinity comic on VeVe. So that's going to be super cool, man. Oh, I love that.
Cool. Cool. Okay. So there you go, guys. So that's
That's definitely my
Demons and
recommendation
Death.
if it's going to come.
And
Yeah.
ooh, what happened there? Ooh.
So, and in general, the whole
Weird.
Marvel comics at the moment seems to be in a rough spot. Everything is shaping up to a big relaunch somewhere in October, I think. NYX is cancelled, X Factor is cancelled, X Force is cancelled, Deadpool is cancelled, New Champions, probably West Coast Avengers, Psylocke. Psylocke was doing good, but Psylocke's going to cancel, so that they're probably going to get back. And apparently, Iron Man is also cancelled. So there's a lot of things going on in Marvel, and they're not really handling this era well, and so we're going to see somewhere around, I think around October.
Ooh.
Oh, I see two Alexes.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm back. I had a bit of a system crash. I don't know what just happened then.
We're back. No, it's not good.
So bear with me a second. Yeah, don't know what happened there. My system crashed. So am I coming through clear? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, man. It's just I think on YouTube they can still follow us as well.
Okay, cool. No, that's all right. So as far as I can tell, everything is still looking okay. All right, that was really weird. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, no problem, man. No, I was just talking about it. There's going to be a big relaunch of the comics in Marvel, and everything seems a bit without direction in Marvel at the moment. So they are in a bit of a rough spot, and the problem is that because their strategy is just flooding the shelves. So almost 70% of the shelves in the comic stores, they are Marvel comics, and I think they need to downsize a little bit, and just tell just good stories, focus, and because DC is just completely outselling Marvel at the moment with their absolute line.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
absolute line is like
that's the
killing
thing
it.
is good artwork isn't hard to find. Good storytellers are.
Yeah. Yeah, I second
Right.
that. I think I was reading Absolute Batman #1. I think it's up to its 7th reprinting.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane.
So it's crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
But
No, well,
yeah,
I
so
mean, Psylocke is good, and this, it's selling as well. So I don't know why that one's going to get cancelled. They probably relaunch it, but Storm is doing good. Magic is doing good. The fans are
yeah,
very happy with. Obviously, he's not doing absolute Batman numbers, but Magic is not Batman. It's Batman is the second biggest character in the world. So
also Shane's landed an SR on VeVe today. Good on you, Shane.
yeah, that took me 40 times to get SR.
Yeah, I never get SRs. I think I've got like one SR the whole time I've been on the app.
Right. Yeah. But
yeah.
do you ever degen into it?
No, like no. I'll spin the lever like maybe once or twice on something that I
Yeah.
actually like.
Yeah.
But
So that is hard to get a secret rare,
Yeah.
right? That's if you
yeah.
go to put.
So just keep it on time. Richard, was there anything else you
Yeah.
wanted to highlight?
No, no, absolutely. That Infinity comic, if it comes on VeVe,
Yep.
that one super cool. I've read it on the Marvel Unlimited app, and I always say get that app because it's only $5 in a month. Read there and collect on VeVe.
Yeah, well, that's cool as well. If that works for you, do it. If not, collect on VeVe. Just collect the things you love. That's the most important message. Is like collect the things you love. Enjoy the collecting experience. Collect and connect with others out there. Say whether that be in on X or in real life. And just enjoy the crazy digital collectibles journey. But I know me in particular, I'm particularly looking forward to this one. Say Predator versus Spider-Man #3. I'll definitely be picking up a copy of that one just to carry on the story. And just another little note as well. I think Key Collector's also got Deadpool #15 down as a key as well. It's the first appearance of Korian. I think is a new villain. It says here. Also, Giant Size Age of Apocalypse is classed as a key.
Yeah,
as
that one
well.
is annoying, and I don't know why they're doing that. So they're trying to push Kamala Khan. She's now a mutant, and so I don't know, some time travel shenanigans, and she's going back, through all those big stories. So
Right.
yeah, the community doesn't like it. I don't know for whom they are making that. I did saw Fantastic Four #33. That one is interesting because that one says 0. So I think this is going to be the last one of this run, and then the next one is going to be a relaunch of Fantastic Four #1. Ryan North, he's a really good writer. So the
Yep.
reason why Marvel does that is that they can sell those #1s again, and that it's becoming annoying. All those #1s. They do 10 issues #1, 10 issues #1. Stop it, stop milking it. Yeah, but all right, that is my little complaint.
Yeah, no, that's cool. And we got one last one as well. And it says Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 34. This one here, apparently is classed as key as well. Apparently that is the first full appearance of Powerlift. Whether that's
Nice.
of substance, I have no idea because I'm not following the story, but you might be. So just a little something to keep an eye out for. But yeah, these are all possibly ending up on VeVe this week. Yeah, Doctor, was there anything else you wanted to add to this at all? And then I guess we'll get into the VeVe giveaway, and then we better start wrapping things up.
Yeah, no, I know we're pressed on time, so yeah, we could keep it moving.
All right, cool. And of course, we'll probably have an announcement of other titles coming from Dynamite, probably a Blaze and a few other ones as well. So stay tuned for that one, guys. And yeah, we'll have to see what we get. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you've been patient and sort of made it to the end of it. So first of all, Richard, thank you for our weekly dose of vitamin C. And
You're welcome.
guys, thank you, sir. And yeah, let's get to the VeVe supported giveaway. So guys, last chance, get your hashtags in 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now, I currently have. Oh, why is this not working? Oh, that's interesting. That's why. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is it? It better be working. 8. Sorry, because I had a system crash and it sort of decided it didn't want to work. So guys, you have to get those. Now, what the hell's going on here? Sorry, I've got multiple streams going on here. Here we go. Right, okay, there we go. Okay, yeah. So this is what happens. You have like a system crash, like live, like I'm just like, what the hell's going on, guys? Last chance, get those hashtags in 1, 2, 3, 4 because I think my StreamYard picker tool had a bit of a funny moment as well. So it says I've only got 8 entries, but I know I had more than that. So guys, even if you entered the first time round, get them in again just to be safe. I'll give everyone a little bit of time to do it. But yeah, hashtag 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me bring it over here so everyone can see. So I've got 11 entries in. I need that to climb back up to at least. I'm pretty sure I have only had more than that in there. So guys, get them in there on X, on YouTube. I want everyone to have a fair chance. And yeah. But again, thank you guys for tuning in live at the time of this recording, or if you're joining us on the playback. Yeah, guys, this is VeVe. If you're joining us for the first time, VeVe, what are we all about? We're basically just a group of us collectors who wanted to come together to create a space where we could all geek out, nerd out, and just talk about all the stuff that we love, whether that be physical collecting, digital. We talk about film, gaming, all sorts of other fun stuff as well from time to time.
Yes. Oh, I guess the only other thing I could plug on a side note is yeah, man, any sport car collectors out there, man, I'm gonna be on Whatnot later today. I got a Whatnot channel called PC Liquidators. And yeah, man, I'm gonna be selling some crazy sports cards. So yeah, man. Anybody's collecting out there, come on through.
Yeah, sounds good. Also, Richard, was there anything else that you want to shout out or bring us any attention to that some that you might find interesting or?
Well, we're talking about arcade games, and I didn't get my favorite in. It was Time Crisis.
Time Crisis. Oh,
it was Time Crisis, man. Yeah, we were playing Metal Slug. That one I remember very well. But Time Crisis was good one. Yeah. But Time Crisis, that was the thing, man. And especially with the quarters. For us was guilders. You just make a reservation, and then if they were like really big guys standing there, they would just like take it out of here. We're still busy. Just standing there waiting for your turn. But everybody was watching that, and it was so cool because you got the pedal, and that's how you duck. And
shooting, that's right. Yeah, you had like behind
the. You have your foot and eye coordination together.
Yeah, they used to do my head right
awesome.
in when I was trying to do it.
Yeah, I can still, when I close my eyes, I can still see those barrels coming. So yeah, that one.
It's funny, like me and my brother used to play it together. Like one of us would shoot, the other one would like hit the pedals. So that way, I could just like concentrate on shooting and go, okay, pedal.
Yeah,
it was a lot. It was a lot to try and mitigate and manage as one little kid.
Oh man, it's crazy.
But, some used to finger like that, like a machine gun.
Yeah, like a double tap type thing. Yeah, and another good one for me was either the Simpsons game on arcade was another popular one.
Yeah.
Or Turtles in Time.
Yes.
I don't know another one.
No. Yes, and that's what I mean by those 4-player.
Yeah.
Man.
Great. And of course, Double Dragon. you can't forget Double Dragon.
Yeah.
Classic.
All right, okay,
Awesome.
guys, we've got 17 entries in there. I'm going to take the hashtag away in a minute, and then we're going to run it. So, guys, last chance, last opportunity to get those that's in for the VeVe supported giveaway. At 3. So actually, I should go 1, 2, 3. It's gone. I love the count. Okay, guys. Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Because there was a 4-player X-Men game here too. Oh yeah,
man.
it was
Good.
too.
Woo!
Dude, you can buy those arcade games now, so they're still
know.
making those. Yeah, and they're relatively affordable. They're like $500 or something. So that
Oh, yeah,
one
yeah.
is just awesome, and they got all the games on it. So for
Yeah.
X-Men '97, when X97 got launched, they made an
Yeah.
arcade in X97, and there's I think 20 games on it, all of them. Super awesome, man. Super
And
awesome.
shout out to all those expensive arcade games that kept the kids away because they were too expensive, but they were awesome, like Dragon's Lair and Space Ace.
Yeah. I know Dragon's Lair. It's like, oh, I love it. The nostalgia.
That thing will take your quarters, man.
That's it. Okay, guys, right, we're on this giveaway, and I'm about to start wrapping up the space because it is just gone past 11 at night here in the UK, and I'm going to get in trouble if I keep making too much noise. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for making it to the end of the show and participating in the giveaway. I do apologize. My StreamYard tool had a little bit of a funny moment because I had a bit of a system crash, but looks like everything's all good. So yeah, guys, we're going to run it, and we're going to have one lucky winner for the VeVe support giveaway. And again, big thank you to VeVe for actually providing this giveaway. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. Let me bring up my sound effects here.
Let the games begin.
Let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's run the giveaway. Good luck if you've entered, and let's see who it's going to be. And here we go. And the lucky winner for this episode of VeVe is. It's all things strange. What? Rigged.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Congrats, man. Congrats.
Thank you, man. What's the odds of that, man?
No, very cool. Well, congratulations, Dokta. Say, where's my? I did that one.
Appreciate you, man. Shout out VeVe Official. Shout out Osman. Appreciate you. And make sure you guys go on my channel. Yeah, exactly. Exhibition.
Yeah,
Make
so
sure-
rigged.
and Oz, Richard, everybody in the chat, be sure to go to my channel, All Things Strange, and enter the giveaway on the last video. I'm probably going to go live later on and cover the next comic that we have coming. So I'll probably draw the winner
Is it this one here?
on that stream. Yes, sir. That's it.
Okay.
Notebook number 1. Yep.
Okay,
So,
cool,
yeah.
cool. So guys, make sure you get over there and make sure you get involved with that giveaway. And also again, just while I'm still on it, I have to bring it up again because my system did something silly. I wanted to quickly do this one. Where is it going? So that one. So guys, make sure you get over to this one as well, which is Get to the Comics, which is my YouTube channel. Give it a like, follow, subscribe. We recently just did Marvel Zombies number 4 and number 5 with basically what I call the zombie horde, which consists of like vegan things, VeVe Wheels, VeVe Video Shane, Red Bull 911, and VeVe Jesus. And yeah, it was a fantastic read, loads of fun. Definitely check it out. And yeah, also follow us on X. Also as well, make sure you follow myself on X as well. That's not what I want. Oh, is that the wrong one?
Make sure you pause the video and on that QR code if you don't have an account with VeVe and scan that QR code.
That is it. Yes, I do have the QR codes and links all in the description of the video.
Yes.
For some reason, that is not the one that I wanted. Bear with me a second, guys. Sorry, this is what happens when you try and do things
That's
in
YouTuber.
real time. Yeah, YouTubing. That's it. No, found the file I wanted. That one. And again, make sure we are true affiliates of the True Media Group. So make sure you give them a like, a follow, subscribe, and all that jazz. This is the one I wanted. So, and also yeah, X. Make sure you follow All Things Strange. There's Stack and Slack videos there on YouTube and on X. And yep, also follow Collectors Gone Digital on X as well and on YouTube. Like, follow, subscribe, and all that jazz as well. And again, big thank you to VeVe for providing the VeVe support giveaway. And yeah, I think that's about all I have got. So. And again, big thank you for everybody for tuning in live at the time of this recording. Big thank you to Dokta. Big thank you to Richard as well for our weekly dose of vitamin C. And again, big thank you to Josh Collectors on Digital for dropping in and chilling with us for a little while. He's there hard at work building all those amazing VeVe spaces out there and worlds. And also big shout out to anyone else building spaces and worlds out there too. It's not easy. It takes loads of time, and where your work is not going unnoticed. It's amazing stuff.
Yeah, man. Shout out to sponsors, man. All the supporters of the show, VeVe Official, California Comics, True Media Group. Man, if you haven't seen the latest movie that dropped on their channel, Aliens versus Earth, go check that out.
Yep.
Awesome. And man, thanks again, man. We're over here cranking away. I forget what damn number we're up to. I think it's 83.
82. We're up to 82.
Man, this is crazy. We're coming up on another 100 soon. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
So guys, we're still going. We're still here. Like I said, we've made the transition from X to YouTube. Let us know if you like it, if you don't like it, if you want us to go back to X. Say, like I said, we always take feedback on board, and we just help it to improve the quality of the show. If there's something you want us to cover, to put a bit more effort into it, let us know in the comments as well. We're always open to covering different projects and other areas that you guys want to see, because at the end of the day, guys, it's you guys, the audience out there, that make these shows what they are, and we want to try and provide as much content and value as we possibly can.
And real quick, before we get out of here, I just wanted to shout out everybody in the chat for coming through. Wanted to shout out Josh for coming through. My man Richard, Prime, Xhibition over here, man. I needed that vitamin C. Feel like I'm up to date, what's going on a little bit more. So I always appreciate him coming through and contributing to the show, man. It makes it so much fun.
Thank you, man.
So dope. Love it.
All right, no worries. And let me get my outro together, which is here. All right, guys. Again, okay, like I said again, this has been VeVe episode 82. Big thank you to Richard. Big thank you to Dokta. Big thank you to Josh. Big thank you to all the listeners and everyone who's been interacting in the chat, whether it be now or in the after the recording's finished. And again, congratulations to Dokta for winning the VeVe supporter giveaway this week. And guys, we will be here again next week with some more awesome content. So stay tuned for that one. And guys, so this has been VeVe episode 82. I've been your host, your presenter, your media personality, Osman Collect 63. Take care, guys. Have a good one, and we'll talk more soon.